Good morning. Starting off day 128, July 22nd on the Appalachian Trail. Going to tag Killington today. It's going to be a great day. Perfect hiking conditions. Let's go. This is where we get to cross. See the white blaze. Multi-crossing, vehicular and pedestrian. Nice railroad crossing. Let's see what company runs it. It doesn't say the railroad. Governor Clement Shelter, 7 miles. AT-LT. Mile 1691. In the woods. The camera makes it a lot lighter, but it's still pretty dark under the tree canopy. Overcast. Currently 69 degrees, but only like a high of 72. Going straight up the gut. White blaze. First view of the morning. Airport lookout from the other side. Mile 1692. There's a privy going past the Killington shelter site. Coming up on the turnoff for the Killington shelter. Kind of see it over there. Here's a sign that I haven't seen anywhere on the AT, even though it just says Long Trail. We are on the AT. I understand their point. We're at Beacon Hill, elevation 1740, but not only do they have the distance, but they have the estimated time to get there. So, Governor Clement Shelter, 2 hours and 40 minutes to go, 5.1 miles. Now you say, oh, 5.1 miles? If I'm doing 2 miles an hour, 2.5 miles an hour, I should be there a lot easier. But the trail's going to tell you how fast you're going. And I think those types of signs can be super helpful rather than just the distance. When H and I did Kilimanjaro, the signs were in times first and then distance second, because it may take you a couple hours to go 1 mile. Poly. I just love coming up on these open fields. Heard some cows. Crossing Lottery Road. I love these tree-lined roads. White blaze. Mile 1693. And so, going 2 miles and a little over an hour. Not an easy 2 miles, but good nonetheless. So I'm grateful for a gentleman named Moose. He gave me a ride to the trailhead this morning. He's staying with Wayne. Wayne's trail name is Mad Hatter. He's supporting some other hikers too, but Moose was talking about how he was in the corporate world and the value of showing up, and he would always show up just a few minutes early before an appointed meeting or something like that. And so I've always said 2 rules: do your homework, be prepared for whatever it is you're going to do, and then show up. And he just started talking about that value right out of the blue. And you know, you got to show up every day. Sometimes you may not feel like it, but you'll still make progress. And I remember a time when I was in San Francisco, I had gotten a call from the deputy, and I'm just using first names. I answered the phone. He's like, "Major Culpers, this is Major Sam. Lieutenant Colonel Lawrence would like to see you in the gym every day. I will be there too." So I said, okay, I'll show up every day in the gym. Well, a couple of months later, you know, I was following that, showing up every day at the gym. And one time I wasn't feeling too good. And I was still working out a little bit, but his boss was in the gym, and it was just the two of us. And I was kind of doing some things, but clearly not putting forth the maximum effort, reference 12 o'clock high. And I get to my office at 8 o'clock in the morning. Lieutenant Colonel Lawrence's secretary calls me. Major Culvers, the commander would like to see you right away. So I go into his office and say, hey, what's up? He's like, Major Culvers, I just got my backside chewed out by the commanding general because you're not putting out hard enough in the gym. And I'm like, really? Is that what you brought me in here to talk about? So even though you're showing up, somebody may be checking you out. So I'm still gonna show up. Mile 1694. Coming up on Kiefer Road in the town of Shrewsbury. Back on the White Blaze. Nice sign. Long / Appalachian Trail north. Okay, long is first. US Route 4, 12.4 miles. That is the objective for today. So, when achieving goals, set small incremental goals to achieve something big. Great, looks like I got to do the limbo underneath this cable. Looks like there's some high water alternatives at Gold Brook and Sergeant Brook Ford. Water conditions are looking fairly moderate. Let's go for it. Nice directional arrows. Cold River Watershed. There's the White Blaze over there. Mile 1695. Back in the woods. Nice signs. Sign back there said Vista Lose Lookout. Let's check it out. Gould Brook Crossing, White Blaze, and White Blaze. Mile 1696. Here's the same sign for the Sobos. You can see that didn't have any issue with Gold Brook and Sergeant Brook. Do a road crossing. Crossing Upper Cold River Road. And there's the White Blaze. Mile 1697. With the view. Stay away from the ledge. White Blaze. Here's a wonderful bridge. Concrete beams, concrete abutment, wood deck, very simple. Going over Sergeant Brook. Look how clear that water is. Glad I don't have to ford it. And look at these very nice directional arrows. My mistake, it is a concrete deck, and looks like you can see there's some cracks here. Somebody took some cores to determine the extent of the cracks. Maybe they're cosmetic or structural. A little bit of road walking, but back in the woods. White Blaze. Mile 1697.9. Now I'm 500.0 miles away from Baxter Peak. the AT mileage changes every year. Seems like it gets incrementally longer. Mile 1698, and this is certainly an interesting rock pile. Somebody carved in the initials of the states: West Virginia, Virginia, New Jersey, Vermont, Tennessee, Maryland, New York, and K, Mount Katahdin. Stopping for shoes off break at Governor Clement's shelter. Going inside. It says space for 8. Nice fireplace, and this thing ain't going anywhere. Apparently, this used to be a local party place until the Forest Service put a gate on the road. Nice 20-minute break. Even if the feet are feeling good, you want to make sure they continue to feel good. There's a privy, bear box, and apparently this is the end of a forest road, so easy access. Back view. AT-LT, White Blaze. Mile 1699. 10 o'clock in the morning, 8.6. Had to don the poncho. Just went through a downpour. I'll keep it on just for a few more minutes, let it drip dry. Mile 1700. I really like the mist. Not sure if I can call it fog, but anyways, it's really cool. Mile 1701, and just passed a section hiker that flew in to that little airport last night, walked the 1.5 miles to the trail. So pretty cool. Mile 1702. Just made it over the highest point on the AT-LT on Killington, but it doesn't go over the summit. There's a spur trail that apparently is super sketchy, requires 5 points of contact with all this rain. Yeah. But I have done the high point of Vermont, Mount Mansfield, and took the long trail to get to it, but will not summit Mount Killington. View of Cooper Lodge. Let's go check it out. Here's the inside. I guess at one time this was super cool. Some trash. Sort of a view. Clearing up. And no more free water on the trail, but the rocks are still slippery. And it is very nice. It's probably about 55 degrees right now. Mile 1703. Mile 1704. Trail intersection for Sherburne Pass Trail. Apparently that used to be the original AT. And I understand you got some better views, but this is the AT now. White Blaze. Mile 1705. Mile 1706, and just a commentary on this trail on the descent from Killington. It's in much better condition than the trail going up, so I would much rather have gone up the trail I did and come down the trail I'm going than the other way around. This is a viewpoint, Menden Lookout, a partial view overlooking the town of Mendon. Appalachian Long Trail sign. Junction, Route 4, 2 miles, but it's US Route 4. Oh well, if somebody corrected all my mistakes, they'd be quite busy. Mile 1707. Mile 1708. Crossing Mendon Brook. Please stay on trail. US Route 4. Look at the rutted pavement. Finishing up the hiking day. Started at 5:30, finished at 3:30. 17.8 miles, 4,600 feet up, 3,500 feet down. There's the mountain I came down. Finishing up day 128 on the Appalachian Trail at Wayne's house. Great day going over Killington. Great trail, you know, love the smell of the pines. Weather cleared up in the afternoon. Just an epic day. Gonna do it again tomorrow. Mile Marker signing out.